Now's your chance to freshen up those good intentions and commit to making some positive changes for yourself and your family in this new year.
Absolutely. Dr. Laura Saunders, a child psychologist at the Institute of Living, has some New Year's resolutions for busy parents. Hello, doctor. How are you?
Hello, friends. Happy Wednesday and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, too.
to you. Yeah, you know, this is the time of year where everyone has all these big resolutions, but I think you've done a good job here. You want us, a reminder that you tell us we need to be a good enough parent. And so there's our 8 realistic resolutions that we can really do that make real change.
Right. So what we want to do is we want to create success. We want to create experiences where we feel like we've made a shift, but it's not too much. So because we're always looking to improve our emotional health, we always want to be a little bit better. So let's start with pause on purpose each day. So that doesn't mean long periods of time. We talk about mindfulness and other things. Pause on purpose. Take some breaths, go outside, look at the sun, look at the sky, say your mantra, whatever it is. Pause on purpose each day. Give yourself a chance to breathe. Forgive yourself. Nothing good comes from holding on to regret. So those statements like, I should have, if I only, those things only serve to make you hold on to the negativity. So it's okay to forgive yourself. And that's done each day. Okay. Let go of toxic people in your life.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
That's a big one. So
that's a big one.
If someone is causing you more harm than good, that makes them toxic. But how do you let them go? What if there's someone who's just, you feel like you have to be there?
Yeah.
So yes, it is easier said than done, but it's about sort of creating more distance. So you don't have to break up with them, so to speak, but you create more distance. You spend less time with them. You stay farther away from them. You don't follow them on social media. Find ways to create distance from those toxic people, even if those toxic people are in your family.
Very interesting. Mm-hmm. All right, number 4, recognize what you can and cannot control.
Right. So this is something that we should be saying to ourselves on a regular basis, right? We can control our attitudes. We can control our reactions to things. But there's a lot of things we cannot control. So it's trying to control them and make them work only serves to make us feel more frustrated and stressed.
All right. And now do
favorite.
One daily act of kindness.
A daily act.
Yeah, and it's simple. Hold a door for someone, look at someone in the eye and say, have a good day. My only minor recommendation is that a lot of your daily acts of kindness that you do for your children may fall flat. So finding other people where there might be some reciprocation of, well, I thank you for holding the door for me, or doing some small act of kindness, giving someone a compliment and being sincere and meaning it. Those kinds of things can be deeply meaningful and very kind for other people.
And I guess I should let go of when I let somebody into traffic and they don't give me the hand wave. It just so annoys me, though, and it makes me angry.
You do kindness, not for what you receive.
But you still did a good deed, and that's still an act of kindness, so you still get the good karma from it.
Okay, as long as I'm getting something out of it, I want to make sure.
You're getting something.
All right, cleaning up your social media. You said we might want to just evaluate our whole relationship with how we're using it and who we're following.
Right, so if we're, following people that we don't know, sometimes we follow celebrities and whatnot, just being mindful that following people that have these extravagant lives that make us feel bad about ourselves isn't necessarily helpful, or even people we do know that only put the best of their lives on social media and make us feel bad about ourselves. So we're trying to do things to feel better about ourselves. So keeping away or cleaning up your social media or spending less time if spending a large amount of time is problematic.
As Dr. Laura Saunders always says, comparison is the thief of joy.
Yes.
It is.
All right. So number 7, that means focusing also on real people who actually make you feel joyful.
Yeah, so bringing more meaning to our lives, spending more time with friends or building those kinds of relationships. The world is a better place. It's when you have a friend. So doing more things to create meaning in your friendships. And that might be doing something together, going for a walk. It doesn't have to be things where you spend money, but creating more meaning and building on those one-on-one friendships and relationships will make your world a little bit better place.
And last but not least, keep learning.
Right. Whatever kind of, that might be reading a book. That might be learning to crochet. It might be learning to do Wordle or crossword puzzles. So it's any kind of learning that you bring into your life on a regular basis can boost your self-worth and your confidence. So doing these kinds of things, they're not monumental. They're little subtle changes that we create in our life so that we can feel a little bit better about ourselves and have a little bit more energy.
I'm afraid of Wordle. I'm afraid I won't understand it, and I'm afraid I don't know how to do it.
I
so
love
I don't.
it.
But the thing is you would say if we're trying to learn something new, we have to have a beginner's mind. It's okay if you don't understand it.
Okay. All right. Very good.
Right. It's about taking that risk, right? And Wordle might not seem like a huge emotional risk, but it's a little risk that you can do on your own to challenge yourself. And then you won't do well at it in the beginning. It's hard in the beginning. But as you build your skill set, you feel better about yourself and you develop a little bit of confidence, and it keeps your mind active.
Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you for everything.
I'm happy to be here. Thank you.
Thanks, Dr.